Here with the #1 person of interest at CrimeCon. He even has it on his shirt. You probably shouldn't advertise that if you're trying to hide it. Vinnie Politan, you know him, you love him from Court TV. How's it been? How's CrimeCon been?
Oh, you know what it's, I mean, every year, and it's getting bigger and bigger, but this year is the first time I came a day early, and I'm staying a little later, so I'm fully embracing it. Other times, schedule-wise, I had to jump in and jump out, and I got the flavor, it was great, but this has been amazing, because it's like long, full days, and getting to meet so many people in different places, you know? And then sometimes, you know, it's just a conversation. You see a couple of people having a cup of coffee, and they kind of give you that look. So I sit down and start talking.
Right.
And everyone has a different perspective. Like, there's a commonality to everyone, right, the true crime, but people come at it from different perspectives. And to me, that's interesting. So I have these interesting conversations. And for me, you know, they think it's for them, this whole thing. It's also for us, because it's the direct contact with the audience and the people, so you understand what resonates with them, what they want to see, what they want to hear, and they kind of give me energy and guidance for the next year in approaching all the stories.
Right. It seems like every year at CrimeCon, there's a big case that we get a verdict or something. Last year, Chad Daybell got the death penalty.
Yep.
This year, you know,
Donna Adelson. So it happened during my show.
Yeah.
But I'm not on the air because it was on Thursday. So we were doing the show here on Friday. We weren't doing it on Thursday. Thursday was kind of like the travel, get settled day.
Right.
So I'm in the hallway and I check my phone and get a notice, verdict's in. I get a text message. So I'm like, oh, I go on the Court TV stream on YouTube, boom, and they're broadcasting my show on there. And I start watching it. And I turn around and there's like 25 people behind us and we watch the verdict together. Again, amazing experience, because when we do verdicts, right, we're on the air, everybody else is on the other side. This time we were all together watching the verdict. So it was kind of special in terms of the actual verdict. It was expected and it was celebrated by the folks who were there.
Right, and you're there in the element. What were your thoughts when you heard Brian Kohberger took a plea agreement? Because right now you'd be wall to wall with that case.
Yeah.
I'd be at the courthouse.
Sure,
you know.
sure.
What were your thoughts?
Here's the way I look at the death penalty, okay? I am not like, everyone must die, death to killers, right? The way I look at it and approach the death penalty is, every state has their option, their choice to decide what the law is in their state, right? So if you're a state with the death penalty, I look at it, well, what's the death penalty for? It's for the worst of the worst, right? It's reserved for those who society has no place for. It's the punishment, it's the deterrence, it's the law. So if he doesn't get the death penalty, who does? Who does? I don't understand. Like, I get it, you know, some of the reasoning, etc. But if you're a criminal defendant now in Idaho, every criminal defendant in a murder case deserves the offer of life without the possibility of parole. And I'm a former prosecutor. I don't personally believe that the death penalty should be a bargaining chip. In New Jersey, it never really was. And as a prosecutor, I worked in a county that was very safe. The homicide squad was one prosecutor, and it wasn't me. But the approach to it was the death penalty. We reserve this for the worst of the worst, and there are no deals.
Yeah.
So I was disappointed, not that he's not on death row, but like, if it is a state for the death penalty and we know who he is and what he did and the evidence is there, there's no doubt, there's no question, then why have the death penalty?
Then he would have gotten the death penalty.
Right. And I don't think the legislators in the state, when they enacted or said we're going to have the death penalty, did that to give prosecutors a bargaining chip. They did it to punish the worst of the worst.
Yeah.
So I was disappointed. And then obviously, you know, for TV, yada, yada, yes. But there are other cases and stories that we'll cover that'll get more light now, and they did. But just from a legal perspective, if you're in a jurisdiction that has the death penalty, it should be non-negotiable.
You're turning 60 this year. Happy birthday.
Thank you so much.
How are you celebrating? You're not just celebrating on your birthday.
No, touring the world. So like we went to the Sundance Film Festival.
Oh, nice.
That's how I started off. We had a karaoke night.
Last year in Utah, I think, right?
Yeah, it was the last
right
year in Park City.
Yeah.
It was awesome. I met up with Mike King.
Nice.
Yeah,
Who's
so he
here?
met me. So
Yeah.
I'm doing all these tour stops, and people are either coming with me or meeting me there.
Yeah.
You know, we did like a karaoke night at a dive bar. We went to the Jersey Shore. I hadn't been there in years. Met some of my Jersey people. Went to the restaurant where I met my wife on our first blind date.
Oh, wow.
And it was double blind. Like I didn't know her, she didn't know me.
Yeah.
I didn't know her friend who was fixing us up.
Yeah.
She didn't know my friend who was fixing us up. So it was like that. And it was a Houlihan's, which is like a chain restaurant you may or may not know. And I found the exact chair I was sitting in.
Oh, wow.
Because when we got there, the young ladies weren't there. So I'm waiting there. My friend who's fixing us up goes to the men's room. So I'm sitting there by myself, and two women approach. They're like girls, really, because they're young, right? We're young. They approach, and I see one or two, and I'm like, I hope it's the one over there. Nothing wrong with her, but I hope it's the one. And it was.
Oh, nice. And here you are, how many years later?
A lot. So 10, 20, 30,
Yeah.
3+ decades. It's like, I hate to say because it's like, it's a long time. It's a great time.
Yeah.
But it just means that you're getting, you're getting older and older and older. But it's been 35 years.
Well, you don't look 60. Maybe part of your tour you can swing by Idaho
Yeah.
and
Well,
not go to a courthouse.
well, we got a big one coming up. We're going to Italy.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
going to the hometown of my people.
Great.
My people. So that's going to be kind of, I don't know if it's going to be emotional, but it'll be amazing because I'll be the first one from our family to ever return to that town.
Oh, wow.
None of my uncles have gone. My parents didn't go because it's off the beaten path. It's not a place where tourists go.
Right.
So we had to go somewhere, and then we'll have to take a day trip to get there. But I'm looking forward to that, and it's been awesome. It's been awesome. And this actually is one tour stop.
CrimeCon.
I said I'm doing CrimeCon, and I'm bringing my buddies with me. Alan Jonesy, we do a podcast together, the Tangent Podcast, and this is one of our stops, so we've just had a blast.
Nice. And Vegas next year.
It's official?
It's official.
I didn't hear. It's
Where's
officially
that?
Vegas.
It's officially Vegas.
And is
in
it
May.
in May?
Yeah.
And did they say which hotel or anything yet?
I think it's one of the Caesars properties. I don't know which
Okay.
one.
All right.
Yeah?
Hail Caesar. Hail Caesar. Well,
Yeah.
they should have enough rooms in Vegas for
I
us.
would imagine, right. And enough flights in.
Yeah, so it'll be very convenient. When are they coming to Atlanta?
Good question. Maybe they'll hear you and
Yeah,
come to
we
Atlanta.
need CrimeCon in Atlanta.
Yeah.
The home base of Court TV, and I think Nancy Grace lives down there too.
She does.
Yeah.
And Chick-fil-A headquarters and Coca-Cola.
Yes, College Football Hall of Fame.
Lots to do in Atlanta. Vinny, always a pleasure.
How you doing?
I'm doing well.
You're doing good?
Doing well, yeah.
Look like you lost a little weight.
I've lost
Did he
a
lose
little
weight? He lost weight,
I
right?
lost some weight.
He looks
I'm
good.
44 now, not
44.
26, trying to
He's
be
a
healthy
kid.
and
He's a baby.
still
He's
balding.
just a baby.
Going great. Thanks for having us on last night. If you missed a show with me and Detective Hermosillo and Colby Ryan,
Yeah, that was amazing.
you can go watch us somewhere.
Yeah, it's posted.
YouTube probably, yeah.
Yeah, it's posted. It's on YouTube.
Okay, first time for those guys going on with Vinny and live studio audience, and someone
Yeah.
asked if Ray Hermosillo wanted to marry her. So,
Yeah.
kind of.
We almost had to change it to the Bachelorette.
Ooh, you should do that.
Yeah.
Bachelorette crime
God,
competition.
that would
20 women for every one man.
that would be fascinating.
Record high
It'd be
ratings.
fascinating. But there's no men here.
I know.
There- so there's what's the percentage? What do you think the percent? I originally said 85%, but walking around, I think it's higher
90.
percentage. It's
90.
90%
Yeah.
women.
Yep.
So
So all the men can do like a sports con at the same time at another hotel.
absolutely.
Thanks
Great to
for
see you, my
watching.
friend.
You too.
Thank you.